Shalom. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kadash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also want to acknowledge all the Akyam who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, tonight I'm going to be in Acts, the 3rd chapter. The beginning of this chapter goes in on healing. All right, because part of what we're going to come into with his knowledge and his truth is where the brothers who are, the prophets, the true servants of Yahweh Bashem Yoshai, you're gonna have healing powers, right? And right now, really, the true healing is really just getting the sickness out of our head of what this world has taught us, what we learned in Babylon, So, but this truth it's what heals us, it cleanses us, it edifies us, and it's gonna do that for the elect. So, but through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, we're gonna have healing powers, all right, and actually, those who are of the elect are gonna be healed with this knowledge, okay? So let's start in verse, actually, you know what? I want to grab this real quick. Isaiah 1 and 5. It says, "Why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint." So meaning you Israelites, you need healing. Because even your leadership is sick right now, right? And I'm not talking about the leadership of the prophets, the servants who are the true servants of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. We're in a time now where there's the Lord set up his men, and we're feeding you knowledge and understanding, okay? All right? Instead of in the past, you were learning from the heathen. You had the Esau. You was going to his establishments, his churches, and that made you sick. It made you, they say, oh, he's sick in the head. Well, it made you sick in the head. Your mental is all backwards, But while we clean and heal the mental, we're also going to come into powers where we're going to physically heal people, as we're about to read in Acts 3. And this says, "Now Peter and John went up together in the temple at the hour of the prayer, being the 9th hour. And a certain man, lame from his mother's womb, was carried." Excuse me. "And they laid daily at the gate, whom they laid daily at the gate of the temple, which is called Beautiful, to ask alms of them that entered into the temple." Right? And alms is like a donation. So the lame guy, he was panhandling, right? And remember, it says that he was lame from his mother's womb. So we understand through the spirit and power that, anytime you come back with some type of illness, or you have a cerebral palsy, or you're Down syndrome, or the Lord bring you back fucked up, right? Because we're reincarnated, regenerated. We know it's because the Lord's judged you with bringing you back fucked up in some way or some manner. We know that that's judgment of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. That's why it says in Psalms 147 at the end, it says, who understand his judgments. These Christians, these Antichrist, we've been ordered to call them Antichrist because that's what they are. They don't understand the judgments, right? So right here where it says about the lame man's mother, he was lame in his mother's womb. Well, guess what? This man, he actually was lame from the womb, and he was brought back like that, born being lame, meaning he couldn't walk because of his past life. All right, so this chapter right here not only is going into healing, it's going into mercy, because you have to have great mercy from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai if they're gonna, we'll read the chapter and see what happens to him. It says, "Who seeing Peter and John about to go into the temple asked an alms." So he asked them for a donation. And Peter, fastening his eyes upon him, and John said, Look on us. And he gave heed unto them, expecting to receive something of them. Then Peter said, Silver and gold have I none, but such as I have give I thee. In the name of Yahushua HaMashiach of Nazareth, rise up and walk. Alright, so he's like, yo, I ain't got no money to give you. But what I can give you, in the name of Yahweh, in the name of Yahushua of Nazareth, he said, HaMashiach, you look on us. And he commanded him to walk. Right? You have to understand, that man also, for this healing and this miracle to happen, he would have to have faith. So what this tells you, what we're reading, is that this lame man that was at the gate, or I'm sorry, at the what they call the temple, he was actually a man of faith. Because he was able to, well, let's read it. In verse 7, and he took him by the right hand and lifted him up, and immediately his feet and ankles bones received strength. So he had strength in his bones. He wasn't lame anymore. Verse 8, and he, leaping up, stood and walked and entered with them into the temple, walking and leaping and praising the Most High. And all the people saw him walking and praising the Most High. Remember, they said they always had laid him outside of the temple. They had to carry him. Couldn't walk. Everybody knew he couldn't walk. Then all of a sudden they see him leaping for joy, jumping up and down, walking. Right? And it takes faith for a miracle to happen, though. If you have no faith, you're not going to have no miracles. That's why there's an account of that when Yahushua. Let me grab that real quick. Because you got to have faith for miracles to manifest. All right? And only the elect have that faith. So the elect are the only ones who are gonna have that ability to have miracles happening to them. Because they're the only ones who have that type of faith. Alright? So let's get... Watch. Oh shit, Salakia. Okay, it's in Matthew 13 and 58. It says, well, let's read 57. It says, and they were offended in him, but Yahushua said unto them, a prophet is not without honor, save in his own country or even in his own house. And he did not many mighty works there, because of their unbelief. So when there's no faith and they don't believe that, if you don't believe that we're the prophets, or you don't believe in this truth, then there's not going to be no mighty works or miracles done. That's why I say only the elect are going to have miracles performed around them or by them or to them because of the faith that they have. All right? And this man, remember, it said he looked upon them, Peter and John, right? He said, and Peter fastened his eyes upon him, John said, look on us. So he was telling him, look who, like basically in the spirit, that was a heavy moment. He's like, look at us. Like, we ain't got no money for you, but guess what we do have? We have something better than that, right? And in that moment, I bet you he didn't care about not getting money, right? He was leaping for joy. Because all of a sudden he could walk, he could leap, he could jump, he could, you know what I'm saying? He could stand up. So he believed that Peter and John were prophets. He believed that they were apostles, right? Verse 9. And all the people saw him walking and praising the Most High, and they and they knew that it was he which sat for alms at the beautiful gate of the temple. And they were filled with wonder and amazement at that which had happened unto him. And as the lame man which he was healed held Peter and John, all the people ran together unto them in the porch that is called Solomon's, greatly wondering. And when Peter saw it, he answered unto the people, Ye men of Israel, why marvel ye at this? Or why look ye so earnestly on us, as though by our own power or holiness we had made this man to walk? So he's like, what y'all looking at? Like, it wasn't of us. Basically, just like we always tell you, this whole thing of ours is of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushai. It's not of ourselves. All right? Because if it's of ourselves, if it was of ourselves, this thing would come to naught. This thing would not prosper. This thing would not perform. It wouldn't perform its enterprise, if you will. All right. Because it's of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai is why we're able to, understand this truth, this knowledge, able to eventually heal our people from being sick, right? Both mentally and physically. All right. Verse 13, the Most High of Abraham and of Isaac and of Jacob, the Most High of our fathers hath glorified his Son, Yahushai, whom ye delivered up and denied him in the presence of Pilate, when he was determined to let him go. So now they're calling him out, right? Peter's calling him out. He's like, yo, it was the Most High that gave us this power, and his Son, Yahushai, the ones that you put up on that cross. You see, the one that you crucified. But ye denied the Holy One and the just, and desired a murderer to be granted unto you, and killed the Prince of Life, whom the Most High hath raised from the dead, whereof we are witnesses. Even those non-believers were physically witnesses, but they had lacked the faith. So this was an opportunity for them to call out the temple, the church. Be like, yo, why are you looking at us like we did something special? They were reminding those Israelites of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, and also what they did to him, to Yahushai, right? Verse 16, and his name through faith in his name that hath made this man strong. See, that's what I was saying. This dude had faith in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. He believed Peter and John were prophets, servants of the Most High, right? That's what it says right here. And his name through faith in his name hath made this man strong, whom ye see and know. Yeah, the faith which is by him hath given him this perfect soundness in the presence of you all. So it's like it was basically like a mark on them in a way, because he's showing them like, look, we did this through the power of spirit and power of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, the one you put to death, and they're the ones who did this. It wasn't of us. They deflected the praise and the honor and the glory back to Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, rightfully so. And now, brethren, I wot that through your ignorance ye did it, as did also your rulers. But those things which the Most High before had showed by the mouth of all his prophets, that Hamashiach should suffer, he hath so fulfilled. Repent ye therefore and be converted, that your sins may be blotted out, when the times of refreshing shall come from the presence of Yahweh. And we're in that time right now, by the way. We're in the time of refreshing. Another word for refreshing is new. All right? So we're singing this new song, but it's an old song. It's just being refreshed and put in our minds and put in our mouths, and we're preaching to our people. Verse 20, and he shall send Yahushua HaMashiach, which before was preached unto you, whom the heaven must receive until the times of restitution of all things, which the Most High hath spoken by the mouth of all his holy prophets since the world began. Right there it is. And guess what? That restitution is coming when Yahushua comes back. That's when they're going to get our true restitution. For Moses truly said unto the fathers, a prophet shall Yahweh your power raise up out of your brethren like unto me. Him shall ye hear in all things whatsoever he shall say unto you. And he was talking about Yahushua. Moses was prophesying about Yahushua. And it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. So there you go. You don't believe the words of the men of the Lord, which are they're actually Yahweh's words? Well, guess what? He's going to destroy you. We've been telling you that over and over. Those who don't hearken, those who are not of the elect, you're going to be destroyed. It don't matter if you're an Israelite. If you don't believe in this knowledge, you don't believe in this truth, You don't repent. That's what repenting is. Starts out with receiving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Starts out with those names. The foundation is Yahweh Shai, right? The cornerstone. You don't believe it, you don't matter if you're in Israel. If you don't believe it, you're going to be destroyed. Verse 24, yeah, and all the prophets from Samuel, and that those follow after, as many as have spoken, and he likewise foretold of these days. Right. The prophets in the Old Testament were talking about, Yahweh Shai was to come on the scene. And then, the all of the prophecies, they were speaking all the prophecies in the Old Testament. The New Testament just confirms them more. Right? Verse 25, ye are the sons of the prophets and of the covenant which the Most High made with our fathers, saying unto Abraham, and in thy seed shall all the kindreds of the earth be blessed. Right, in the seed of Abraham shall all the kindreds, and really, people get confused and say, oh, see, that's for everybody, it's talking about everybody. Well, you are going to be blessed. The heathen are going to be blessed when we rule over you. Right? Proverbs 29:2? Proverbs 29:2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Right? So when we have dominion, when the so-called Black, Latino, and Native Americans have dominion over the earth and the people, you're going to rejoice because you're going to be living, even though you're, as a heathen, you're still going to be going off, fucking up, sinning and shit. We're going to still be putting the heathen to death. But guess what? You're still going to live longer. You're still going to reap the benefits of the righteous ruling. Right? Let me read this again. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. You see? And that's why everybody's mourning right now in Babylon, because who's ruling? The wicked. You see? Verse 25. Oh no, I read that one. Verse 26. Unto you first, the Most High, having raised up his son, Yahweh Shai, sent him to bless you in turning away every one of you from his iniquities. And the only ones that are going to get turned away from your iniquities are going to be the elect. Alright? So there were members of the elect in the presence of this chapter. Even though, like right now, we're around people that are of the elect that still need to be sealed. We believe the majority of the elect is probably sealed, but there's still some out there that are going to come in at that last hour and going to still receive that same penny, that same reward. And remember, a penny in the ancient time was a whole day's, wages for a whole day. So it doesn't matter what time of the day you come in, so long as you come in, right? There's going to be people that are saved, as scriptures talks about in the last moment, right? At the last moment. So, I hope the lesson was edifying. I want to give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Kaha Kodash. Double honors goes out to the elder apostles of Great Millstone for teaching me the truth. Also, one Eknal who are pushing the truth with sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect. Shalom.